Today I have a short update for you regarding the new mugs on Amazon Merch, and obviously we look at the flying earnings from last month. Mugs are already auto-uploaded to Amazon.com. This means Amazon Merch is automatically taking designs from your account and extending them to the new product. I just had a look a moment ago, nothing visible so far in your creators account, so you don't have it in the create mask, you don't have it in the manage tab. This will come the next couple of days or maybe within the next 1 or 2 weeks. I'm pretty sure about that. Nevertheless, they are already auto-uploaded, so you can find them. To be honest, at this point it's not so easy, but when you go to Amazon.com, search for ceramic mug and also sort for the newest arrivals, and then you have to search here also a bit based on the newest arrivals. You will see here this mock-up preview, and these are the new Amazon mugs. When you click on it, then you can see that here is this Amazon Merch on Demand symbol, and this is basically the stamp that it is also from the merch program already. So you can see here that you have white mugs, and we have to see if we can apply with the design like a black background. And yes, this will happen or will be working. The question is then, will it cover like the full mug here, or will it be like just covering a part, so you have like a thin white line in this case at the top and at the bottom? If the second is the case with the white line, then to be honest it is not pretty good, because obviously t-shirts are optimized for black, because black is simply the color that is selling best, and obviously the mugs are then all white. And if you apply a background, it does not look good when it has a line at the top and at the bottom. So we have to see. So far I also asked in some groups, but so far I saw no one who has the mugs in the create mask available. Like I mentioned in my last video when we went through the news, so you have 5 colors in this case, with a different handle color and also a different inside color, and they are all priced, the auto uploads, to $60.99. What is really interesting is obviously the black-white problem. You know, t-shirts mainly sell in black and mugs are now white, is also a topic for the Amazon auto upload that currently happens. You can see here, for example, that this design is not optimized for a white background. Nevertheless, Amazon uploads, and now could be the case just because, you know, here the thin lines, so from the ease and also and arm, so this could be the case that Amazon algorithm in the background thinks, yeah, still upload this product. So what Amazon will do is they will go through your designs, well, probably not so fast, but they will go through your designs and then analyze your design. Hey, are there simply just white elements? And if yes, they will skip it. And if there are no just white elements in your design, then they will be probably auto uploaded to mugs. At least it looks like this, and in our account also, like I think 25 mugs are uploaded, and this follows the same behavior. What is also interesting when you scroll through here, it seems like there are like waves, you know. So these are definitely not Amazon Merch mugs, and then you can see it here that you have here 2 lines of Amazon Merch mugs. So yeah, simply go through the processing and then they release wave after wave after wave. Yeah, they haven't uploaded too much at this point, I can say. Pretty sure, but also not bad, because then we have the power to ourselves when they come into the create mask, and then we can automatically expand. One last thing I forgot, I will show you also. They automatically apply also the same print on the back. So you see it here, this is left side, this is right side, and on both sides the design is already included and printed. So Amazon thinks from itself that it will be a print on both sides. For the tumblers it was not like that, it was just one side. Here it is automatically on both sides. So you probably do it through the print file like you do it with tumblers, you know, that it is front and back, but I could also imagine that there is simply a checkbox with like, I don't know, backprint or something that you can check, and then the same design goes to both sides. We can see at the end, to be honest. This is just a detail, but yeah, this is everything regarding to Mux, what I know, what we know so far, and I think now we just have to wait that they come up in the Create Mask, and then we can start expanding and uploading. After Mux, we've jumped now to the earnings of the Amazon merch account of Flying from last month. You can see it here on the right side that we had 1,855 sales, and you can also see our earnings and also our ad spend. This leaves at the end of the day a plus of 2,958 euros. When you see the marketplaces, then the US one was by far the strongest. This is a development we plan to achieve, and this is also a process since month. Also, the other marketplaces are solid, nothing outstanding. We have sellers here in Germany, the bestseller one that pushes here the statistics clearly, and apart from that you can see no real bestseller designs, many designs like in the 30 sales or in the 20 sales when it comes to best selling in July. Compared to the previous year, this is a trend also in June that it is weaker. So this time it's about like 8.5% weaker when it comes to the profit at the end of the day. I can open here the editor, then you can also see it again. So when we have a look here at the July, you see royalties are better, ads also cost more, but this is not the problem. I will go to this in a moment. Just one explanation, because these numbers here don't really match the numbers you can see here. What I have done is I have normed the statistics. This means the year 2024 and the year 2025 have the exact same exchange rate, so you can compare this 100%. You know, exchange rate when dollar is weaker to euro, for example, you don't have any influence on that, and this is also nothing that makes your sales bad or much better, you know. It's simply a factor, you know, an economical factor that you can calculate with, or what even I do here is I took it out, you know. So this is the exact same exchange rate, so you really can compare with the factors that I in this case can influence. And yeah, these are then the statistics. Just for explanation, I did the same now for the yearly statistic that I also normed here to the same exchange rate, so we can compare 100%. So you can see it here. Profit would be, when everything is broken down to one exchange rate, a little bit about 3,000 euro. Last year it was 3,229. This was probably also related still to the deal events. I think they went till like 11th of July, something like this. And this definitely took like the profit down. And I also saw that some bestsellers are already locked in another deal event, but I think so far I saw no sales, you know, from these designs. So yeah, probably again minus 15%, but it's not like the prime days that we had before. So the concerning thing is, and this was also a trend in June already, is the organic sales. Much stronger last year compared to this year. Could be like consuming, you know, how the consumers behave in the US. Can also be the economical factor that plays in with tariffs. Really hard to say, but it's probably a mix of all of that, because last time I explained that when you make more advertising, a few organic sales went away, you know, from organic to ad sales. But yeah, this is really like a gap where you can't simply say, yeah, make a little bit more advertising, that's why organic sales are less. So yeah, in general, so struggling compared to last year when it comes to organic sales. Hopefully we see that it gets better within the next weeks or month. To be honest, this month has started relatively well, but I have not had a look how organic sales perform to ad sales. But yeah, ad sales are much stronger, and I can tell you also at this point, especially also with the price cap in Europe, that advertising prices are much smaller or less compared to a year ago. This is a trend I also see now since months, and yeah, this is hopefully because we make better advertising campaigns, but for sure there is also the factor that advertising simply got cheaper compared to a year ago. You can also see it here. Last year I spent 3.57 euro per sale, ad sale, and this year just 2.79. So you see all these indicators here are not bad, you know, they are good. The only exception are really the organic sales, and this could really be just like the economical situation. So yeah, this is what makes this statistic here worse compared to the last year. We have to see, to be honest, as I mentioned, August has started relatively well, you know, but yeah, you have to see how it then runs for the rest of the month. But yeah, this is here like my estimation, what could be the case, what is currently going on. And now also we jump to the yearly earnings. And then you can have here a look also at the yearly earnings. Again, this is now normed with the year 2024 and 2025. So we can compare really 100% and have calculated everything out that yeah, we can't really influence. So this means royalties are 25% higher compared to last year. Ad costs like 50% higher, so yeah, much more advertising, and the profit is still up this year, 11.83%. Then the design amount is a little bit less compared to last year, and also the amount of products. And you also have to say that Amazon is now really starting deleting products. I think last week it was like 10,000 products that they deleted. So yeah, to keep up this number will be a challenge, but we try. Total net sales 28% higher, so this is good. Also the organic sales are still 5.34% higher. The last 2 months really took this down here, you have to say. Yeah, I will watch the development, how it continues the next couple of weeks. And then also the ad sales 78% higher, so yeah, pretty good. And also the percentage of the ad sales is 12% higher, so 43% this year from all the sales we make coming through advertising. The net margin per sale is a little bit less than last year, 7 cents, but also advertising much better. We spent 16 or nearly 17% less on advertising for an ad sale, what leaves a net revenue for the advertising we make. And yeah, this is pretty good, and return rate is relatively similar but below 10%. I think this is like the important yeah, mark here where you should be below. And yeah, you can obviously also click pause, but I explained everything, so yeah, you should know now everything. If you like this video, then please leave a like. Also write down in the comments how your organic sales perform. This would be really interesting. If you see also the last couple of months some downtrend, that organic sales or simply yeah, went down, and it is harder to sell without advertising. Apart from that, if you have any questions, obviously you can also ask down in the comments. I said already, like, subscribe, you know the game. And then I see you in the next video. Till then, bye.